got rhythm. You should take it slow.
Alrighty, and hello everyone, and welcome back to Detroit for the win here. And yes guys, we're back in action today with another YouTube video. And actually, let me just mute this for a second. We're here today with a Q&A, and I'm super excited, super hyped, and we're gonna get right into this. So first off, let's just say that this is a part of the Minecraft, my Undertaking adventure, which is super duper hype and cool. I have it playing right here so I can see what we're doing. As you can see, I'm just gonna build my house in the background. I didn't know how else to do it without doing like a super big YouTube video that's like 2 hours long, because that's how long it took me to build this. So I decided to speed it up and just do it in like a half an hour video and do a little bit of a Q&A over top. So I think this is gonna be super hype, super fun. I got quite a few questions lined up that I'm gonna answer. Hopefully it can be more personal for me, and then you guys can get to know me a bit better. Obviously I sped this up really fast here, which is hype. So I'm just gonna build my mansion in the background, and then we're gonna get right into this. So let's go. I got quite a few questions, and let's get right into things. Alright, so I got my monitor right here with all the questions on it. And the first one is what's your favorite candle scent? And to be honest, my favorite candle scent is probably cinnamon. Cinnamon is probably my favorite candle scent because, you know, at Christmas time where you got all the different like smells and flavors and all that cool jazz, cinnamon flavored candle and that smell is just probably my favorite. That's a bit weird. What female celebrity do you wish was your sister? So, female celebrity, let's see. Who would be my female celebrity to be my sister? I am an only child, so I do not have any brothers or sisters, so this is quite hard. Sister. I'd probably have to go with Carrie Underwood. I think she's, yeah, I think she's very talented, and I think, well, I like her music, obviously. She's a great singer, and she seems to like be like a very fun person, and she's well, she's married to a friggin' hockey player, so obviously she loves the hockey and the sports scene. So I would definitely say Carrie Underwood for that one. And then I guess continuing, what male celebrity would you wish to be your brother? So for that one, I would probably say Vin Diesel. Honestly, I think he'd be such a cool guy. Like, I know you see him in all the Fast and Furious movies, and he's like the big guy and the big dad or whatever. Family comes first, but I think he'd be a super cool guy in real life. And yeah, that'd be pretty dope to hang out with him. How old do you think you'll be when you get married? When I get married, I would say I'd probably want to be around probably 30 to 37, give or take. I definitely don't want to start too early. Like, obviously I want to try and be a kid for as long as I can, which is obviously what anyone wants to be. And I actually do have a job at McDonald's, which I'm going to in 2 hours. I briefly touched on it before, but I am a fry cook at McDonald's, just off topic. And if you guys want to come in, try and say hi. It's kind of hard when I'm in the back making all the burgers, but hopefully your burger will be made even better because I'm making them. Alright, next one. Do you know a hoarder? I actually do know a hoarder, to be this fun fact. I guess she's my aunt. Yeah, I think she's my aunt. Make sure nobody's coming. We're good. My aunt, I heard that she has like she just goes out to like, you know, garage selling. We definitely do that on the weekends sometimes. We go garage selling, it's really fun. But apparently she goes garage selling a whole bunch, and she just like stores all the random crap that she buys. And apparently she did a garage sale once and she made like a crap ton of money. Like it was like $1,000 or more dollars, which is honestly insane, but I guess you gotta do what you gotta do. I do know a hoarder, so that is a yes. Can you do the splits? No, I'm not very flexible. I don't even think I can touch my toes at the moment, which is pretty sad for some of you guys who do like dance or somewhat or somewhat or some sort. Anyways, I can't do the split. I used to be able to do it pretty close when I was really little, which obviously you're very flexible when you're little. I actually used to do gymnastics, which is a fun fact too. I used to do that a lot when I was little until I don't know, I guess there were not really any more girls in my gym, or not any more girls, there weren't any more guys, so I had to quit obviously. But yeah, I used to do gymnastics when I was little. A little fidget spinner. How old were you when you learned how to ride a bike? How old was I? I do not know how old I was when I learned to ride a bike, but I know that how do I say this? I was young in the sorts that I have a trailer, or like when we used to go vacation a lot when I was littler. So I used to go a lot of places and do, not like traveling, but just like around where we live. But I used to be a very active child. Like I was always outside doing a whole bunch of stuff, like obviously football, basketball, soccer, all the little sports, tennis. I used to be pretty good at tennis, and then I kind of just dropped it for a little bit. And golf, I never do golf. I do it like 3 times a year, but when I do, it's pretty fun. I'm not, let's say, the worst golfer. Yeah, I'm pretty average. But yeah, I don't know. I'd probably say maybe, I don't know, like, I honestly have no idea. I just gotta say like between like maybe preschool? Not sure on that one. How many oceans have you swam in? I don't know. I mean, I've obviously swam in the Pacific, because that's where I live. So we swam in the Pacific. I went to Hawaii and swam, obviously, so that's Pacific as well. I went to the Caribbean, or the Caribbean, so that would probably be considered another ocean. Yeah, so I'm gonna say maybe 2, maybe 3, if I'm missing one. How many countries have you been? Actually, I've been to quite a few countries. And yeah, I'm just gonna leave that one and that one because I don't want to get into it too much. I have been quite a few places around the world. I went to as far as Argentina and Buenos Aires. I've went to Portugal, Europe, obviously, Italy. I guess I've been to France, kind of. We kind of like drove through France when we were at Italy, which is kind of cool. But yeah, how many countries? Is anyone in your family in the army? My grandpa used to be in the army, which is kind of cool. He used to go and work on planes, which like he helped fix them up, and I guess he would fly them around. I'm not exactly sure what he did. Haven't really talked to him that much about it, but yes, I do know someone in my family who's been in the army. What would you name your daughter if you had one? If I had a daughter, I don't know. This is a super tough question. Like, you can't just on the spot be like, what would you name your daughter? I don't know. Like, I'm actually gonna have to skip this one because I don't have any names lined up. I would get name a name and you guys would give me a whole bunch of hate and slack. So I'm gonna skip that one, but I don't know. Sorry. Bummer. Comment down below what you would name your daughter in the description. Obviously, you guys are gonna have some time to think about it, but obviously do that. What would you name your son if you had one? If I had a son, right now my name would probably be Matthias, because my mom really liked that name and I actually really like that name. I was supposed to be named Braden actually at birth, so in all my baby photos I'm a Braden. My dad's calling me Braden, it's quite funny, and then a couple months my mom's like, nah, he's not a Braden. So I'm now Colton, and that is my name. What's the worst grade you've gotten on a test? On a test, worst grade would probably be... Well, see, there's a difference. Because on a test, I think the worst grade is a C or C minus. Obviously, which is pretty bad. There's no D's or E's or whatever you have. But on a quiz, I've obviously failed. Because you get like the 10-mark quizzes or the pop quizzes and you have no idea what you're doing. So I've obviously failed those. So I guess F or C. What is your favorite TV show when you were a child? My favorite TV show probably would have to be Teletubbies. I love the Teletubbies series. I love the Pokemon series growing up a bit higher. And I love Bob the Builder. Those were kind of the three. And I like Barney a lot until apparently, I don't know if this is true, but I heard Barney went off air because the guy like swore or something on air and it was just really bad. Anyways, I love Barney, Teletubbies, and all of those shows. What did you dress up on Halloween when you were 8? When I was 8. I don't know. Actually, no. I don't know. But I remember this one year I went as Yoda, and it was super cool because my uncle, he's kind of like a techie guy as of the sorts. And basically what happened is he got this huge Darth Vader costume, and we went to my elementary school, and it was super duper hype because he came in as Darth Vader and we had the lightsabers, and we literally fought on the playground, and it was super hype. Everyone would gather around. It was hype. I was the star of the elementary school Halloween parade. Have you read any Harry Potter, Hunger Games, or Twilight series? The Harry Potter series, I have read, I read like the half of the first book, and then honestly I just got so bored of it I couldn't read. I'm not like the best reader. I honestly hate reading. I would rather do anything other than read, like work. I'd rather go to McDonald's and work like a 6-hour shift than read for an hour. It's just, I don't know. I don't find reading enjoyable unless I find a really good book. Like there's one series that I found called the Pendragon series, and you can look it up. I read it all through elementary school and high school. There's like a million books there. It's definitely worth a read. I'll occasionally sometimes pop open a book, even in English now, where they're like, go find a book, so I go and pop open that series again and continue to read that. The Hunger Games series, I think I did read the whole Hunger Games series, because I remember I was in like grade 4, I think, and everyone was reading it, and I wasn't very skilled at reading at that time. And I tried to read it, and I was just like, I couldn't. Like, I didn't understand how people could just read that, like, well, and understand. Like, the first part of the Hunger Games book, it's, like, really, like, slow, perhaps, and it's just really hard to, obviously, read and understand when you don't freaking know what's going on. And the Twilight series, I bought the series once again. I'm one of those people, obviously, as you've seen with my series. Hopefully I'm going to stick with this one. As you can see, I'm building a pool right now for my house, and I'm just going to shoot it over the edge, which is quite cool. Hopefully the build isn't too hard for you to see. I actually, halfway through here, just to take a break from the Q&A, I did right here, or after I break these blocks, I do go and get some sand and iron off camera. I was gonna put it in, but it took so long. I got like a whole bunch of stacks of glass or sand so I could cook it. So the side walls and all the walls I put basically glass, and I put black stained glass, so I had to go get some ink sacks as well. And then obviously buckets for water. But I did fill all this in off camera because obviously it would have been an extra like 15 minutes on the video, and it would be way too fast to speed it up. So obviously it's just, see, I just cut right there, and I am gonna have all the glass. So yeah, continuing on here, would you rather have an American accent or a British accent? I'm not sure what an American accent is like. Are we talking about like a Boston accent, or I'd probably say British accent, honestly. They can get like super annoying depending on who you talk to, but I think if you watch like the F2 or the F2 freestylers, I don't know, and you go look them up, literally F2. They're soccer guys, they're from, I think they're from the UK. Anyways, their British accents are great, love them. Definitely recommend you watch them, and so I would say British accent on that one. Did your mother go to college? Yes, my mother did go to college. Actually, she got a degree in teaching. So yeah, my mom did that. Are your grandparents still married? Yes, my grandparents are married for quite a while. I'm not sure how long. I would say definitely above 30 years for my grandparents. Have you ever taken karate lessons? No, I have not. I did have a friend who took karate lessons. I don't want to name his name, obviously, because that would be bad. But I do have a friend who took karate lessons, and he actually always asked me to come out and do it with him. But I never had any intentions of doing karate because, I don't know, I was a very like shy child, and I would always like sit back and like there's guys going over there and playing games. I'd always sit back and like watch first, and then once I figured out that it was safe, then I would go play and have fun. Do you know who Kermit the Frog is? Yes, I do. He is from Sesame, or no, not Sesame Street. The Muppets. There we go. What is your first amusement park you've been to? Actually, fun story here. My first amusement park, no, I think my first was Disneyland? I've been to Disneyland a couple times, not that I remember. I've been taken there quite a bit when I was little, and then I went to Disney World a few times. But my first park that I remember was with my uncle, and we went to the P&E. And basically there's this amusement park, and over in the corner there's this like roller coaster, and I was like really little. I'd probably say I was like maybe 8, 7. I wasn't too keen on doing roller coasters, but my uncle was like, you are coming to amusement park and you have to go on rides. I was like that person. I was like, no rides, I am today because of this one event. And basically my uncle's like, we gotta go on a roller coaster, we have to right now, let's go. So we go over there. We're going on this roller coaster, we're standing in line, and we get into the cart, and they latch you down, obviously, in the roller coaster. It's called, like, I don't know, it was this rickety old roller coaster, I don't know what it's called, but anyways. So we get down, and we're sitting, and then we start going up, right? We go up, and they literally don't latch you down. It's like an older one, it's all wood, it's like creaky, it rattles, it shakes, and there's no flips, so he was like, yeah, this is a good one, no flips, we're gonna be fine. Anyways, so we get in, we go up, and we literally fly down, and we go up and around the corner, and literally when you go up again, you literally fly out of your seat. Like, you go up like a couple inches, I swear to you. You're not buckled in. I was this pretty, not fat kid, but I was a skinny kid. So I like flew out of my seats. Oh my goodness, it terrified me. I was crying. I was friggin' not having any of that. So after that, basically ruined all of the roller coasters for me and all that fair ride. So to this day, I will not go on a roller coaster. So yeah, that was freaking terrible. Do you spell the color as gray, G-R-E-Y, or gray, G-R-A-Y? I spell it as G-R-E-Y. I don't know why, that's just how I've been told to spell it. Is your father bald? My father is not bald. He has a full head of hair. It's getting a little bit gray now, but yeah, he does have hair. Do you know triplets? I actually do know triplets. My cousin has a couple friends who are triplets, and they're very rowdy. They're pretty fun to be around because they're obviously all taking shots at each other, and obviously you. But yeah. Uno moment. Alrighty, so getting back in here. Sorry, I just had to cut. My camera is stupid. I haven't figured out how to record it yet, so it still cuts after every 20 minutes, and I still don't know how to live stream. If you guys know any way to record a Canon 3200 DLSR, or is it DLSR? I think it is, but anyways, because of tax, you're not able to record past 20 minutes, which is why I have to cut every so often, which is a big bummer. Have you ever been to Olive Garden? I have been to Olive Garden. Love the miso soup there. It's probably one of my favorite restaurants to go to. Either that or Los Consuelos. Or people in the US, I'm super envious of you. Los Consuelos is great. Love the chips there, love the salsa, love the fajitas. What's the name of your favorite restaurant? I just went over that. Los Consuelos or Olive Garden. Do you belong to any warehouse stores? Costco, BJ's, etc. I do not, but my family definitely is a part of Costco's. Like, they have the card, and so is my uncle, and I have a whole bunch of family members. So if I want to go to Costco, I can go to Costco. What would your parents have named you if you were the opposite gender? Oh my gosh. I honestly don't know. Sorry, I've never asked that question. Never been asked that question. That's a weird one. If you have a nickname, what is it? My nickname is Cole. As you will see, I am going to post some NHL videos, so I'm going to get that up and running. But I just have to make sure that we get some good gameplay, because friends I play with crack when they get under the camera. Who's your favorite person in the world? My favorite person in the world is probably my... ooh, that's a tough one. Favorite person in the world? I don't know. Me! No, I'm kidding. Detroit for the win. I don't really have a favorite person in the world. I don't know. I'd probably say maybe like my mom or dad. Like, I know it's gonna sound super corny to be like, oh yeah, my mom's my favorite person. Alright guys, so after that little cut, once again, we are going here and we're just about to listen to, or see the final product and of the, what's it called here? Of the house and what the final product is. So yeah, let's just get right into it. And if you guys enjoyed this Q&A, definitely smash that like button down below. If you did enjoy it, and subscribe as always. Maybe we'll do a couple more here in a little bit. But yeah, so we got this intro and we'll see how. Alrighty guys, so wrapping up the episode now. There it is, the house is done. If you guys enjoyed, hit that like button and we'll see you guys later.